Hey guys, this is Gutsy, bringing you another cast. Um, so yeah, that's basically it. I'm bringing you another cast. Yes, it has been a while since my last one. I'm just been really busy and unfortunately not getting to as many casts as I want to. But here we go. Let's get started into this one. So there's your players for you, and everyone's starting to pick now, which this is still kind of glitched. It's showing at the top that heroes are getting picked, but not in the actual section thing. So we do have Puck, we do have Darkseer. Just gonna speed it up a bit. Okay. Sniper for the Radiant. Prophet for the Radiant. So far, very interesting picks. Just gonna slow that down.
For battle.
So the game has started now. So far with the teams, with the Radiant, they have a very, looks like fragile team, but very like dangerous in terms of damage output it could do. So we'll have to see how that goes. On the Dire, we have Tiny. Still waiting on another hero. There was Puck, but looks like that's been changed, so I'm just gonna speed this up a bit. We've got Animage for the Dire,
battle.
Morphling, Luna, and Rubik. And for the Radiant, we have a Dazzle, still waiting on Purple's picks. So we have Animage at top. With Luna,
my thanks to thee.
We've got Rubik at bot. For the Radiant, we do have Sniper going middle lane, and we have Darkseer top. And Prophet is probably going to be doing the woods. Dazzle's bottom. When Purple picks a hero, which should probably be a tank of some sort, it should go down to bot with yellow. Because Darkseer's a okay solo hero, but Dazzle should never solo. You should always be with someone. Although people do solo with him in middle lane, but anyways. So we have Morphling go middle with Sniper. There's Animage and Luna at top against Darkseer. That's going to be hard for Darkseer to keep up, but with that Ion Shell, that should make up for any lack of EXP. He's going to be getting staying back a bit. Dazzle is not soloing bot. We do have Juggernaut at bottom. Not quite the tank I wanted to see, but it is good enough. It does. Juggernaut will do the job for this team, so he will go bottom with Dazzle, and we'll watch bottom this game. So we do have Tiny and Rubik. This is an interesting combo, considering both can be solo mid heroes, but Morphling is obviously the better choice. So Dazzle and Juggernaut just going to keep their distance. There isn't many creeps here. Juggernaut does manage to get the deny. Tiny and Rubik, just... There's a last hit right there. There we go. And there's a last hit for them. Rubik does get that also. So both teams are doing a good job at last hitting. I'm just going to look at top up here for a second. We do have Darkseer. Looks like pulled their creeps. Animage does spot this. So I guess not going to do anything about it. That's fine. His creep wave is back. We'll go back to bottom. Okay, I didn't know that was coming, so I'll have to admit that. So there we go. Dazzle. Nope. Juggernaut got the last hit there. Rubik able to get the last hit also. Juggernaut did get another last hit. So Juggernaut so far is 3-2 in his last hits. That's okay for 2 minutes in a pub game. Dazzle has more, that's fine. Not too much going on here. Check up top again. Darkseer doing a pretty good job with his Iron Shell. He is low, there's a hit, there's one beam from Luna. He is almost down, not good enough. And interesting, go Spell Shield instead. Must be for the Ion Shell. Let's take a peek at middle. We have Wraithband. Ring of Protection, obviously going for Ring of Aquila. Morphling has the standard items at the moment. Not sure what he's going yet. We'll have to see later on. Dazzle has Soul Ring. Juggernaut. Poor Man's Shield. That's a good item. It's really good to see that on especially since he's the only tank on the team. He's got a do a lot to, you know, I guess keep everyone alive in a sense. It's a bit more exaggerated than it is, but that's the objective. That's what has to be done. Anti-Mage looks like pulling creeps. Good idea. Luna looks like trapped at the moment, although there's no way Darkseer could take advantage of that. Darkseer is going to spot this. Is going to use the Ion Shell, doing a lot of damage to Anti-Mage. There's the blink. And Darkseer is actually going to pick up all these creeps. That is a lot of CS for a Darkseer. He's going to get this creep too, maybe. That's a one hit. There we go. And might even lure these ones. Yeah, he's going to lure them. He's going to try and get Anti-Mage. Let's check this out. There goes the Surge. Anti-Mage does that blink. Nice blink. There's a nice Lucent Beam. This might be first blood here.
Only death satisfies.
And it would have been, but he just got killed. Good job on Darkseer's behalf. He probably expected Anti-Mage to blink up in here more, but Anti-Mage took the smart approach to the situation and came out on top in the end. So Juggernaut has Blade Dance along with Blade Fury. A more offensive Dazzle, that's good. He did get Shallow Graves, so he's still playing passively, the standard for Dazzle. If you want to go extremely offensive with Dazzle, you would go Poison Touch and Shallow Grave. You'd ignore Poison Touch and Shadow Wave, sorry, you'd ignore the Shallow Grave. But if you're to be a bit more passive, a little more defensive, you go Shadow Wave and Shallow Grave, which seems to be the standard. Furon doing a good job at creeping, does have the Ring of Basilisk and Gloves of Haste. We got Morphling here in mid. Middle is obviously out and about for the Radiant, trying to do some ganks. Actually, no, looks like he went to buy an item at this. No, he didn't. Not sure why he went up there. Maybe check the rune or something, not sure. But Morphling is going to get a lot of EXP from being in there, so Sniper's going to have to make up for that loss. There's a nice blink by Anti-Mage, good job. Luna, let's check out their items. Okay, we're seeing the standard. And interesting, Vlad's. I don't see that too often, so we'll have to see how that turns out. Probably a good situation if he's going to maintain farming in this lane because of Darkseer and his Ion Shell just doing a lot of damage to him over time. Tiny going for the Bracer. Help maintain the tankier role, and I guess Rubik is going to output the damage. There we go, we've got the energy boost on Rubik. Check out the game stats so far on... Okay, we know what that is. Last hits and denies. So Darkseer is ahead due to the Ion Shell. He's maxing Surge, which is interesting. This is what most people normally do, but Vacuum... Like some people usually just go one Surge and then Vacuum Ion Shell along with the ult, so... It's nice to see this. It is pretty much the standard, but it's starting to fade away from that, and it's just good to see. So there's Anti-Mage trying to do another creep ball. This is just not working out for him. Darkseer is spotting it all the time, getting a lot of CS from this. As you can see, 38. Furon does have 33. At the moment, the Radiant... Okay, now we have a Dire in the lead, but the Radiant is way ahead on creeps on their CS. Let's check out the gold. Darkseer does have a lot of gold saved up. Could maybe go for mana boots, probably not. I honestly can't tell you what he's going. He might just finish up the magic sticks. Actually, we'll see if he does go for the mana boots. That would be interesting. Nope, he is going for Vanguard. So that's good. Rubik still trying to get a bit more CS for the mana boots. And this is good too, like Rubik is supposed to get mana boots, so is Tiny, but Tiny can play a more tankier role, as we can see going on here. That's a one hit, right there. He's trying to avoid any more spells, and he avoids it anyways because there's no mana. We do have Dazzle healing him. Dazzle was over here dealing with the creeps, which are stacked. So that was pretty close. He is going to mana pot this, but as I was saying before, Rubik with the mana boots is going to be really helpful because that way Tiny doesn't have to go them. Although he probably will. He could go something else like Treads or something to play his role a bit more better. So Sniper going the standard at the moment. Morphling keeping his distance. We did see the courier come, so that will be... There's the Ring of Aquila finished. Morphling boots, 500G, probably going for treads first. Maybe the Wraith Bands or Ring of Aquila. He's keeping his distance. Obviously, the Sniper's doing a good job at harassing. He does have double the CS, but this is still very good CS for being in mid lane, so... Still anyone's game there. Anti-Mage blinks out. He does have that one level of mana break at the moment. For the Vlads he's going. Salve on Luna. Going for phase boots, looks like. I'd be surprised if it's crit or something. Leveling up the Fade Bolt more. That's good, actually. It's good to see that. Let's check out Furion's items for a second. There's the Hanamitis completed, so that's gonna start kicking in. Pardon my French. Bleh.
Invisibility.
Alt on Luna. This Luna did go Moonglaze, which is very surprising. Then again, she does need to recuperate her CS from Darkseer's Iron Shell, as Anti-Mage went the... What's it called? I don't know. Spell Shield. Yeah, he went the Spell Shield to help his survival capabilities. Dazzle, going wards, doing some creep pulling, I guess. Not sure where he's going with these. Probably just gave up, kind of, yeah. Juggernaut's there. Looks like Sniper came down from mid, which is going to allow Morphling to get a lot more CS.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Low mana, someone okay HP. He does have the Ring of Hell, so that won't matter. Probably rushing the Battle Fury. Should get maybe magic sticks beforehand, but we'll see what happens there. Not a whole lot going on at the moment. So I'm just paying attention to the mini-map, as every player playing the game should. Just checking to see if anyone is... Sorry, I lost my train of thought or whatever. I'm just checking basically to see if any, you know, out of the ordinary I could spot on the minimap, basically. Like, I'm trying to spot anything that's out of the ordinary. So I did spot this. I saw Anti-Mage moving ahead, so unfortunately he couldn't really make anything out of that. His blink is still on cooldown, but that's fine. He does deke that. Luna does use the beam. Darkseer is getting a bit too offensive. There we go. Anti-Mage is going to come in. He does still have his ult. He should use it. He's going to fall soon if he doesn't. There's an ult. There's an ult. He can probably blink and ult. 2, 1. Oh, there we go. Just gets it in time. That was very close. Darkseer almost got that kill. Actually, could have maybe got a double kill. So that's going to be 1 down for him. Okay. Not sure he's talking to Rubik, I guess. Oh, he wants him to use his mana boots. Okay. So far not noticing. They are both low on mana, so it would be a good time to use mana boots. And there is communication here. It is a lack. Because Rubik obviously does not understand, but that would be a good time to use the mana. Invisibility. 700 for him. I think he's just gonna skip the magic sticks and go right on for the Battle Fury. Just sell these whenever item space is needed. So Dazzle has the intelligence treads, still has a ward to place up. Looks like we do have Morphling with an invisibility rune, so we should see a gank. Looks like on bottom, he's gonna have to let his team know that. There we go, we do have the Blade Fury. Morphling is full mana, not full on HP, but still... He's gonna spot Dazzle here, so we'll see what happens. Furion is in the woods too, so they have to take note of that. They only have a limited amount of time to make use of this. His invisibility rune's almost done. And it's done. Dazzle does spot this. There's the Blade Fury. And I think this gank kind of failed. Maybe Morphling will spot out Prophet or something. No, he's going to back out. Keep it safe. Return to mid lane. Claymore on Sniper. He will have Windwalk soon.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Interesting. I thought he was going Vlad's. Now I'm not sure what he's going. Probably Asha. I guess he's just down Basilisk and regen. Ooh, there's the ult. And wow, Darkseer just gets absolutely destroyed. And this is surprising too. Like, I mean, Animage and Luna did a really good job at basically holding off the situation. I mean, he maxed out his spell shield first to deal with the Ion Shell. And Luna did get her Moonglaze rather than Lunar Blessing to recuperate the CS lost by Ion Shell, so this is another good thing. Mid tower does fall, not much Morphling could do about that. Could have maybe got off a deny, but then again, Sniper's attacks are just freakishly fast. Rubik is going to middle, has the mana boots. Unfortunately on cooldown, cannot give Morphling mana. And we're going to see a gank from Sniper up here at top. A very needed gank, to be honest. They will spot this thanks to their creep. Animage is going to blink into him. Oh my goodness, he misses with that. There goes the speed by Darkseer. Nice salve, Micro. Oh, there's the snipe. Not good enough. Vacuums. And Animage lives. Okay. Looks like Rubik just sniped Darkseer, so trying to get this kill here. This is totally going to backfire, probably. Nope, there's the speed. I forgot what surge. There you go. I can't believe I forgot that. So Luna's gonna lure these up here. Sniper is gonna get pummeled by Animage, but Animage is taking a lot of damage. There is no blink. He does not have a snipe, but he does manage to get him due to his long range. So Rubik is now at top, bottom lane, forcing Tiny back, getting the bottom tower. Claymore looks like he's going. This Prophet is going for Windwalk. We did just see Sniper die, unfortunately, and I missed that.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Middle lane's pushed.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Juggernaut probably going to start going the healing wards now. Could maybe get a stat ahead or something, but highly unlikely we'll see that. Courier has brought a new item to Prophet, helping him to quickly finish his Shadow Blade. Now, the Radiant is going to have two Shadow Blades, one on Sniper and one on Prophet. This is not necessarily a good thing, because if you have too much Windwalk, they're just going to get a gem or something, and that will easily counter it. Well, not necessarily gem, but dust, and it's not quite worth the output of gold you're spending. But for the first little bit of it, it will be. So we'll have to see how that goes. Darkseer playing it a bit too risky. There's the ult by Luna. Sniper taking most of the damage. He is going to snipe. Let's see who gets this. He does get this kill. Animage does not have a blink. He does ult. He is not going to get that kill. In fact, he might be in trouble now. He's got no mana for the blink. But no, he'll get away safely. Darkseer will know that. Seeing a lot of Radiant. We're always in the Radiant for some reason, even though they've pushed the most towers, so. We do have a Dire ward up here with the Radiant ward, so they will both have vision of this. Roshan will not be an option for a while, at least. Saving up a lot of money, this Morphling, so. Could be expecting, I don't know, a Butterfly maybe? Could be waiting for the 3,300. But we'll see how that turns out. He is staying in mid, getting lots of CS. We do have the HUD. Yep. Darkseer is definitely going HUD at the moment. Tiny does have mana boots now, so that is 2 mana boots for the team. Could be more. I'm just checking. Nope. There's the lifesteal for Luna. Animage does have the strength treads. Is going Vlad's. That Band of Elements getting kind of confused me. I didn't know what was going on there. He is at low HP. Should really watch out. He does have the ult. Nice blink to get away. We're possibly going to have a gank here. He should probably toss when he gets the chance. Toss Rubik into him. There's the toss. He's probably going to lift him. There we go. We've got the stun by Tiny. The Fade Bolt by Rubik. I don't think it's called that. Yes, it is called Fade Bolt. So, there you go. Nicely played by the Dire. Luna gonna try and pick off some creeps here. The Dire is in the Radiant's jungle, so Prophet is definitely going to have to watch out for this. He will not see Rubik. Rubik will see him, but is anyone else nearby? Probably shouldn't engage until someone comes. Here comes Tiny, so the engage is going to happen soon. Here comes the lift up. Going to probably pull him back. No, he steals the spell. There's the Windwalk, and that will save him for at the moment. Darkseer coming in. There's the Surge trying to get close. Unfortunately, does not have any backup. There is Furion, but there is Luna too. Luna does not have her ult, even if she did no mana. She does get the kill. And there's the lift by Rubik. Darkseer is in trouble. Luna is here. He's trying to take the creeps. He will go through the creep wave. He will use Surge. There's the heal. And nicely well played right there. We're going to have backup for the Radiant. Sniper is here. Does not have his Windwalk. But they're going to hold off the Dire and force them to fall back. Juggernaut taking out the ancient creeps quite nicely, actually. He does not have his healing ward, so cannot use that. We do have a ward up here for the Dire. Animage taking a lot of farm. This is great. Unfortunately, his build's kind of all over the place, so I mean, it's not like a major setback, but you know, probably without the ban, could have had Vlad's done by now. It is technically done. He could buy the Mask of Death at the shop, but I think he's just waiting. He's chilling. The level 1 ult on Tiny with Craggy Exterior at level 9. This is interesting. It's most people usually wait till level 11, but so far it's serving him good. So we'll have to see how that continues. Probably won't level it up the second time at level 11. He'll probably wait for that. There is the Eagle Song, sorry, not Eagle Horn, so he did buy that. That is a lot of agility on him now. And I like to see this rather than the Ghost Scepter. I mean, I don't have anything against Ghost Scepter, but it's just nice to see something different that does work out quite nicely. And the Eagle Song, rushing the Eagle Song for the Butterfly is a good idea. It's a good choice. So we'll not use Soul Ring to use that Poison Touch. It's been a while, I've forgotten everything. I needed like a little bit of recap, so. Double damage on Juggernaut, aka Chuck Norris, so that'd be really good if he went ulting with it, but unfortunately it didn't last that long, so. Sniper did ult, or was that Rubik? No, it wasn't. So that was Sniper. We do have 3 middle, probably not a good idea to push. They don't know this though. There is 3 of the Dire around. And Morphling getting a lot of CS, already up to 73 for CS. Let's change it to CS actually. Okay, so he is not in the lead, but he is the top for his team. Animage second down there, but the Radiant really doing well on the CS this game. Quite impressed by that. Darkseer did a good job early game, but unfortunately had a lot of deaths. Furion's gonna try and get this kill. That is okay. There we go. That's a nice kill by Sniper. So they're gonna try and get this. Fortunately, Tiny can't really do a whole lot until a backup comes up. There's Animage over there. Morphling still trying to get more CS. So this tower is probably gonna fall. They don't have the backup at the moment to help it out. And maybe not actually. It's only at half. We'll have to see. I think Morphling is going to try and take out the tier 1 for the tier 2. Not a good trade, but definitely the best thing you could do in this kind of a situation. There's no way they could defend this, so he's going to at least try and get something out of it. And unfortunately is unable to due to the Radiant's fast reactions to the situation, I guess. Luna does have her Helm of the Dominator, so could be seeing something like Manta, Windwalk even, if she's really feeling, I don't know, risky, I guess. Rushing straight for the Satanic. In this situation, Manta is probably going to be your best bet. It's going to give you that extra damage and the clones that you're going to need to help survive in situations. Their AoE is basically Dazzle's ult, Darkseer's everything. and you know, Juggernaut's Blade Storm. So they do have an okay amount of AoE damaging abilities, but nothing too severe to disable Manta completely. So Anti-Mage still trying to farm, does have the Vlads. Looks like he's going for Yasha, so we've got a more, rather than a more farming kind of Anti-Mage, we've got a more offensive one. So probably after the Yasha, he's most likely going to be going for Manta, so he could necessarily start ganking right now. But we'll probably see him wait till the Manta, then he'll start ganking. Most Anti-Mages, you'll see they'll go the Treads first, or not even the Treads, they might just go like Poor Man's Shield, and then go straight for Battle Fury, and then they'll work on the Manta after. It is a longer process, but pretty much the rest of the game he's going to get some really good CS. This build, he will not get as great of CS, but it'll pretty much, I'm trying to think of the word, it'll make it so that he could start ganking earlier than normal, so, you know, helping out the team a bit more and stuff. There is the Battle Fury on Juggernaut. Looks like is going for Manta too. We're going to see a lot of Mantas here, especially if Luna goes it. Actually, it's starting to look like Strike, probably a BKB, if I'm not mistaken. It could be something like a Sanj and Yasha, but most likely will be a BKB. That is a very different approach than expected. That'll add to the survivability of his team. Tiny has a lot of money. 1900, probably going for a Hyperstone for the Salt Curse, which would be an interesting item to rush. It will definitely help out the team. So we'll see how that goes. Pipe is on Darkseer. Dazzle is going for Necronomicon. Very interesting. I like to see that. Hyperstone on Sniper, so Mjolnir maybe. Assault Curse would be rare, but still possible. Critical on Nature's Prophet. So I think we mostly covered all the items at the moment. Oh, Ethereal Blade. Never mind. I thought he was going for Butterfly. That's great.
Bottom tower is under attack.
So there you go. A bit of both worlds, and by worlds, Morphling builds. So that's nice to see. CS is actually Prophet in the lead, but the Dire is starting to slowly catch up. If the Radiant want to do something about this, they're going to have to start pushing and stuff. Because in this situation, the Dire does have the better CS heroes. They will benefit the best from late game. So if the Dire wants to win this game, they're going to have to start pushing soon. Haste Rayman is spotted. Rubik's going to take it. So we'll see what happens with this. He is going to go to middle lane, looks like. Along with Luna. Luna is baiting. There goes Darkseer. He is falling for the bait. He is going to now spot Rubik, so he's going to get out of there. Rubik, unfortunately, Telekinesis is the wrong opponent. And they're both going to back out of the Dire now because they see Sniper coming. They see Dazzle. Well, they don't actually see it. They know what's happening. So up here at top lane, looks like we have Prophet pushing the lanes quite effectively. He does have that Shadow Blade, and no one on their team does have Dust yet. Looks like Luna's going for... To be honest, I have no clue. I thought it was BKB for some reason, even though she had a Belt of Giant Strength. But it's not at the moment. So we'll just see what happens there. I'm not going to assume what item she's going for at the moment. We'll just wait till it's made, and then we'll know. So most of the Dire is in their woods, as you can see on the mini-map. Other than Morphling, who is continuing to farm, does have his power treads now, and is doing a lot of damage to Prophet down here. He did Windwalk, unfortunately. For Morphling, and he will TP out there. Looks like Tiny and them get a kill on Sniper. I'm surprised this mid tower is still alive, so we will probably be seeing that push soon. We already did see an attempt. That failed, unfortunately. So there goes Luna. She's just fighting in. Darkseer's gonna chase her. Interesting. Has a pipe, but is going for Vanguard. That's quite interesting, actually. I mean, you don't see the two in combo that often. So Dazzle is actually going to solo Rubik by himself. This is not a good idea. No one is near him. Juggernaut was near, but now isn't. And will need a shallow grave. Unfortunately, could not. There goes Prophet. He's going to try and take advantage of this. He will get the kill on Rubik. And win walk away safely from Anti-Mage. So Darkseer, we already mentioned, he's going for Vanguard. Anti-Mage. So close to having Manta, if that's what he's going for. Luna. Okay, we keep seeing the same people. I'm trying to. Okay, there we go. There's Juggernaut. There's the. Yep. There's the Manta that he's working on, and which is quite interesting. You don't see it too often with Juggernaut. So Darkseer looks like is doing some creeping. More creeping by Prophet. There's the Demon Edge, so probably going for MKB or something like that. There's Morphling. Does have the Dust. That's the first one on his team to do that, so that's usually what happens. If someone goes Shadowblade and they don't have heroes like Bounty Hunter or whatever, you know, the first couple times, maybe 2 or 3 times, they will escape. But then after that, you know, Dust is going to be carried frequently. Your item's going to most likely become invalid. He is going to spot this, and there's the Dust. He's going to take total advantage of having that, and there you go. But in a sense, his Shadowblade did pay off. I mean, he got like Chrysalis and Demon Edge out of it before. Now he's gonna have to be more cautious about the situation. We will have the Radiant making a gank on Rubik. Rubik has fallen quite a bit at the moment, so there's your KDR right there, although I could easily pop it up like this. Sniper is in the lead. Not a whole lot of KDR going on, to be honest. Juggernaut going in there by himself. He is going to ult. That is a safety ult, not a offensive ult. There's the spin, too. He does now have spin. And he's going to spin away. Luna is in big trouble. He does manage to die. So there you go. Good job by the Dire. 2100. I'd be surprised if he finishes those Wraith Bands or uses this branch. He'll probably just dump them for better items later on. So there's Darkseer creeping. Dazzle, we haven't seen much of him. There's the Necronomicon. I was very surprised to see that, and it might even be possible that Luna's going for that. I mean, I said, yeah, she did go for it. See, I didn't want to guess that, because that's kind of an odd item for Luna to go. Although she does get the Lunar Blessing for them. And I just missed that. Looks like they just pummeled Dazzle at the tower. It is 8-14. Like I said, the Dire's starting to get ahead. They are not fully ahead yet. There's the blink on Tiny, so if the Radiant wants to do something, they're going to have to make some sort of push dedication. They're going to have to dedicate to a 5-man push. There's the Daedalus, Nature's Prophet. It could come down to actually, like, the Dire pushing, and Nature's Prophet pushing, and, you know, them not dealing with him, so that's what could happen. At the moment, Roshan is happening. Morphling is staying on guard, and they will manage to get that. Nice toss, gets him out quite fast. He's going for Butterfly, and I thought he was going for Manta, so there you go. Proved wrong. And that is a very dangerous item on Anti-Mage. There's a Windwalk by him. No Dust. This is not looking good. Surprisingly, Darkseer is tanky as fudge, and there's the spin. We do have Aegis going down on Anti-Mage. He is back in this. Check up here. Juggernaut did manage to get the kill. Anti-Mage in a whole lot of trouble. And he will fall. That was very interesting. And Tiny does heal, bragging about that 6 HP. Unfortunately, he will not be able to brag about their middle tower falling. Which will completely confine them in their base. It won't. But if they want to go out, they're going to need wards. They're going to have to stay together. They're going to have to really watch themselves.
Dire's structures are fortified.
There we go. It's only taken 3 of them to do this job, but it'll be done no problem. They don't want to push too far. There is 13 seconds on Rubik. They can maybe try and go for this tower, but in 20 seconds, I don't see it happening. We'll find out right now, though. So there's the Manta on Juggernaut. This is crazy, so Darkseer with his Vanguard that's making him tanky. We do have Prophet pushing bottom. Actually might get a Rax. They're going to want to worry about this first. Rubik, too squishy to do anything about it, though, so this is not turning out good. They're going to lose 2 Rax. There's one. There's the other. Oh my goodness, this is such a turnaround. The Dire is definitely going to want to do something right now. The Radiant's playing it a bit too greedy here, so we'll see what happens. There's the Windwalk, unable to get him. Oh, he does have Dust. And did not use it. Quite surprising. Did not have the backup, I guess, to fully dedicate to that kill. So he didn't bother using it, but looks like Morphling's going to. They're all going in. This is great initiation by Morphling. Tiny's going in. There's the blink, there's the toss, there's the stun. Looks like he's lifted in the air by Rubik. And holy shoot, they get 2 of them. They're trying to get Darkseer. They do get him. That's 3 kills for free. Well, technically not for free. I mean, look at this. Middle racks, bottom racks. Sorry, middle racks, then bottom racks. So they definitely did not get those kills for free, but that needed to happen. The Radiant was basically, they did a good job, and they would have did an even better job if they just backed out after probably the first racks. They probably didn't even need this one. It would have just fell naturally over time. And they would have avoided 3 deaths. But still, they are behind in kills, but at the moment, they're in the lead base-wise. Furion just doing a ton of damage. Morphling's gonna try and get him. He does get the kill. So Morphling's doing really well. I thought he was going for Manta. No, I didn't. I never predicted his item yet. So that is not a Manta. That's probably a Lincoln Sphere. Great item to go at this stage of the battle. Of the game, sorry. Invisible Rune, Tiny. Will he pick it up? He will pick it up. He does know that Sniper's top. It does have Windwalk. There is the Maelstrom. Sniper persisting. Gonna back out. There's 3 Dire here. Tiny takes this way instead, so Sniper will get out of there. Unnoticed. Necronomicon level 2, I'm pretty sure. Yep, on Dazzle. Mechanism. This Darkseer is playing really tanky, like, but a tanky Darkseer isn't just tanky, it's like support tanky. I mean, if you go Heart, like that's tanky, but you know, Mechanism and the Pipe, that's more support tank, which is great. That's the best role to play with him. Her Necronomicon is level 2. Looks like Dazzle and Juggernaut are gonna go for her. She has the ult. She is getting pummeled by Juggernaut. Does manage to kill Dazzle. Unable to get that kill. Tiny comes in a bit too late. Stuns. There goes Prophet. He is in big trouble. He's just losing HP. Unable to use that blink. And falls in the process. So again, the Dire is ahead of kills. But they are not winning base-wise, I guess. Base race kind of thing. Not sure exactly. So Animage is getting a lot of farm, though. I thought he'd be playing more of a, you know, ganky kind of role with his items, and he is, but, I mean, but we're seeing him still fall a lot on the field. He's too squishy, especially with just agility treads. Might want to switch those to strength, maybe even buy 1 bracer. But at the moment, in this point in the game, he's just worried about late game, big core, expensive items, and that's great. But should invest at some point in a tanky item just so that he can play his role a bit more sufficiently. Prophet did go for a Desolator, not the Scepter. So Prophet is really farmed up on creeps. This is when we're going to probably see him lose the Basilisk, and then eventually the Hand of Midas for better items. Could go for Scepter. Trying to think of other items. Yeah, we're probably just going to see Scepter on him, most likely. Darkseer's checking the woods. Yeah, Morphling is going for the Lincolns. That's probably going to get up to level 3. Same with Dazzle. Trying to see. There we go. We haven't seen Rubik. Probably a 4-staff. Might see a Dendy Blink 4-staff build. This Rubik's playing. He's falling a lot, so, like, not a lot, but 2 to 4, so might not see the blink, probably will just see the 4-staff and then maybe mechanisms or something. So there's the dust. Sniper's gonna fall to Morphling. And here we go, we're gonna have a team fight. There's the Necronomicons, but oh, the Necronomicons somewhat help to save her, but they do manage to get the kill. Looks like they're dying 1 at a time. This is not good. And Rubik has just stolen Juggernaut's ult. He is using it, but unfortunately it is hitting all of Nature's Prophet's Trents. Rubik is in a bad situation now. He's got to get out of there. There's the Surge on Juggernaut. There's the Blade Storm. And unfortunately Nature's Prophet gets the kill. Looks like Morphling's being chased, but Animage there to back him up. At top, Tiny's being chased also. Yeah, Morphling and Animage are just fine, but unfortunately at top there's Tiny. He falls in the process. And yeah, this is not looking good for the Dire. They only have Animage and Morphling still alive. And yeah, they really can't do much at this point. They're low in HP. Juggernaut's hammering the tower up there along with Darkseer and Prophet. Now the top racks are going out, I guess, and middle lanes, yeah, definitely gone. So this is most likely GG right here. Good job on both the teams' behalf so far. Honestly, I think that... wait, we got one more battle here, so just doing all that they can to win this. And or at least stop it, but there's really not much they can do. So there's all their ults, all their abilities. No one's died yet, so... And any second now, there we go, close up. So there's the GG. There's your KDR over there. Looks like we have Morphling in the lead, followed by Animage, but like early game, that was all dominated by the Radiant, but the Dire was definitely pulling ahead in CS, and I honestly think that, like, their KDR, the Dire was ahead in KDR pretty much most of the game, but they weren't in CS. That was definitely the Radiant, and I think that that's the reason why the Radiant won. They managed to push just in time, because if they waited any longer, this game probably would have went in hand for the Dire. So that's it. See you all next time.